So, if your entire house was stacked to the rafters with CDs you were trying to sell off, you'd appreciate if somebody came along and bought, like, say, a few dozen of them, wouldn't you? So, yeah, I'm doing him a favor. I'm not doing my CD listening backlog any favors, but let's not think about that right now. Greetings, one and all, and welcome once again to Tom's Hit Parade. By the way, I invite you to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, share this video with your friends, and leave me your thoughts down in the comment section. That would be amazing. So, here we are with an unboxing video. Yes, I don't do a lot of these unboxings just because I don't buy a whole lot of huge quantities of CDs, at least not by mail or by internet. But this is an exception. I am here with a big box of CDs here. Now, I have talked about fsmcds.com before. It is run by a guy named Lucas Kendall. He's an acquaintance of mine, been an acquaintance for 20 some years. We're just not really close friends. That's why I hesitate to call him a friend. I don't want to impose upon him that way. But anyway, yeah, he used to run a print magazine and record label called Film Score Monthly. Those both have ceased to be. I think Film Score Monthly still continues as a web magazine. But anyway, a couple of years ago, year or two ago, he did a couple of friends favors by taking in uh, their no longer wanted CD collection or their deceased family members' CD collections, mostly or entirely soundtracks, CDs, and to sell them off because these people didn't know what to do with them, and they wanted to get a decent amount of money for them. They didn't want to just donate them to Goodwill or whatever. So he slapped together a very quick and dirty, well, not dirty in the sense of underhanded or um, lousy or non-secure, web store called fsmcds.com, and he started selling the CDs, and it has basically turned into a regular thing. He is just almost continuously taking in, word has gotten around, obviously, taking in other people's CD collections, selling them online, and it's basically become a full-time thing. He did not intend for that to happen, but that's the way it goes. But yeah, he started out, I think, just selling them by request. Just what CDs do you want? Okay, send me a payment by PayPal, and I'll mail them to you. But he eventually decided it was worthwhile to actually have an e-commerce website set up. It's not the most elegant and useful and fast e-commerce website out there, but it's good. It's secure. You can pay by PayPal or Venmo, so it's safe. And it gets the job done. And so he was trying to make room for a few weeks ago, trying to make room for a huge collection that he's got. Douglas Fake, who was one of the bigwigs at Intrada Records, passed away recently, and so Lucas offered to take in Douglas Fake's personal CD collection, and will soon be selling it on fsmcds.com. Apparently going to be a huge collection. But anyway, he put out a distress call on his personal blog saying, hey, everybody, please come and buy as many CDs as you can because I got to make room. Nearly every room in his house is full, packed with CDs, and he's about to take in more. So you can see from the pictures that I'm showing you, yeah. And he's got a wife and kids, and I got to tell you, he's probably got the most patient wife and kids in the world because as I said, nearly every room in his house is overwhelmed with CDs. And I found 37 CDs, so a few dozen CDs that were, the most expensive one was $8. Well, one of them was $8, and all the rest of them that I bought were $1 and $2 and $3 CDs. So yes, 37 CDs, postage paid, because if you buy more than $50 worth, he pays postage. $100 is in this box. So I thought I would unbox it right here live on the channel. Nothing really amazing or spectacular in this box, but it's just fun. I kind of like watching unboxing videos on the internet, so let's go ahead and rip this baby open. Got the invoices here. plenty of packing peanuts. We have, oh, is it just one? Oh, no, it's a few different bundles of CDs. Oh, actually, it's one bundle and I guess a box, because I put in one order. Sorry if the sound is getting muffled. Put in one order, and then like a day later, I ordered a handful more. So, oh boy. Yes, the joys of watching a live unboxing is it's going to be a little unpredictable. Packing peanuts are falling everywhere. One moment, please. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. This is a box that's actually made for CDs. So is that everything I believe in this box? So I will put that box aside and go ahead and have at these CDs. And yes, as you can see, I was armed with my box cutter and scissors to waste as little time as possible opening these packages. Oh goodness, let's see here. At least that other one will be easy to open. No padding involved. Anyway. Yes. So yeah, anyway, about 75, 2/3 to 3/4 of what I bought are soundtracks. The rest there's a handful of rock and pop and country CDs in here too. So let's see, here we have One True Thing, scored by Cliff Idleman. Now, most of these movies I have not even seen, so I have no idea what the movies are about, or what the scores are like. But Cliff Idleman is on my radar, so to speak, because he scored Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country, and I've got a few other Cliff Idleman scores as well. Then we have Iron Will, scored by Joel McNeely. And yeah, I have a vague idea what this movie is about. I think it's about the Iditarod, or a comparable sled dog race. So, and then we have a Danny Elfman score, Dark Man. I had this one a long, long time ago. Got rid of most of my Danny Elfman scores way back in the day, but to have been slowly reacquiring them. So nice to have that one. Picked up a couple of classic scores here as well. We have North by Northwest, which is by Bernard Herrmann. And I'm not sure, John Williams played piano on a handful of Bernard Herrmann scores. I don't know if this is one of them or not, but hopefully the liner notes will say. And here we have Man Trouble by Georges Delerue. So there we goes, that one. And here's kind of a cool, another classic score, Ben-Hur, the classic historical epic film. Have not seen Ben-Hur, but I would like to eventually. Then we have another John Debney. I had Joel McNeely. So yeah, John Debney, The Ant Bully. So that's an animated film there. And then we have the classic family film Babe, scored by, what's his face? Nigel Westlake. So his original film score by what's his name? Anyway, so that is the small cocooned in bubble wrap package. Let's go ahead and do this big box here. Well, big box. That was the big box. This is the smaller box. It's fun going through these. You can very quickly see what's in here, but I will go through them one at a time. Oh, I also got a little CD caddy to put stuff in. Yeah, I went ahead and picked up a couple of Frank Sinatra albums because he had them on there. We got Nice and Easy, Never afraid to pick up a little bit more Sinatra and add him to my collection. And ring-a-ding-ding. There's that one. Spin that around so it's facing the right direction. Then here's a pop or rock CD. I'm not sure whether it's pop or rock, but it just kind of looked interesting. Chris Mann is his name, and the album is called Roads. And another CD by a rock band, apparently, called Honor Society, and the name of the album is Fashionably Late. This is their one and only album. So, I might as well give them a try. Then we have a couple of Dave Grusin CDs. I thought I would. I think I have or possibly had one of these before. The Gershwin collection, or connection, I guess. Dave Grusin is a jazz pianist, so I had some songs, some Gershwin tunes, as well as some Duke Ellington tunes. So Homage to Duke is this one. So thought those would be fun to listen to. Then we have some Elvis Presley. We have Can't Help Falling in Love, the Hollywood Hits. So yes, I've got a couple of early Elvis Presley albums, and this is a collection of his songs from his movies. So I thought it would be pretty cool. And I have an orchestral collection of film themes. Hollywood Dreams by the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra with John Mosseri conducting. And then he actually had a Chris Isaak CD in there. I'm kind of a fan of Chris Isaak, and this is one of his most recent ones, Beyond the Sun, and it is covers of songs recorded at Sun Records. So I thought that would be very cool to have. And another classic soundtrack by Michael Kamen, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And here's a Disney Pixar score, A Bug's Life. Have not watched that one. I really should watch the Pixar movies because the ones that I've seen are so cute and clever. I've seen a few of them, but have not seen a whole lot of them. So, and another rather famous score, Aliens by James Horner. Always up for adding a little more James Horner to my collection. And another Cliff Idleman score, Christopher Columbus, Christopher Columbus, the Discovery. So, and there's Mr. Idleman himself there. And here is a collection of film themes conducted by Cliff Idleman. It's called Blood and Thunder, Parades, Processionals, and Attacks from Hollywood's Most Epic Films. Performed by the Seattle Symphony Orchestra. So, yep, you've got Ben-Hur, the Captain from Castile, Cleopatra, The Wind and the Lion, North by Northwest, The Ten Commandments, Taras Bulba, and Mutiny on the Bounty. And here's another thing that I was kind of shocked that he had. Steve Reed is or was the percussionist for the Rippingtons, a favorite jazz band of mine. And this is one of his solo albums, Bamboo Forest. And I had been looking at a number of the $1 and $2 CDs on his list for quite a while. And I'm not sure if this one had been there all along or if I just missed it until I saw it this time. But I know that the Chris Isaak CD had been there for a while. I just had not picked it up. Then we have the sophomore CD by Marie Digby. It's not Marie. She's got an accent above the E, so it's Marie Digby. It's called Breathing Underwater. I had her first album, which I can't remember what the name of it was, for a while, and thought it was interesting. Decided to go ahead and pick up her second one, even though I don't have her first one anymore. But now I'm kind of hoping maybe I will reacquire her first album at some point. We have another film theme collection, a tribute to James Dean. So some selections from the scores of movies starring James Dean. So, soundtrack recordings from East of Eden and Rebel Without a Cause, along with music from Giant. So, I have seen Rebel Without a Cause, but that's the only James Dean movie I've seen. Then we have an old country star, Marty Robbins, his all-time greatest hits. Never afraid to check out some classic country stuff. And we have Melody Gardot, a jazz singer. This is her first album, Worrisome Heart. I had had this one a while ago, got rid of it in a CD purge, so I thought it's there, it's in his inventory, so go ahead and pick it up. And we have The Cemetery Club. I have no idea what this movie is about. It's scored by Elmer Bernstein. And Elmer Bernstein scored Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, and I don't know if that's the only score of his that I had until now or not, but then we have, this is a movie I might have to watch at some point, Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag. It's supposed to be a darkly comedic gangster movie. Andrew Gross scored this movie. I do not have, this is the only Andrew Gross score that I have. I don't know if this is another, it looks like another family movie, Polly, scored by John Debney. And we have a collection of Hollywood music, re-recorded Hollywood music by Miklos Rozsa. It's Hollywood Legends, Miklos Rozsa. The Nuremberg Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Elmer Bernstein. A handful of stuff from El Cid, The Story of Three Loves, Quo Vadis, The Lost Weekend, Plymouth Adventure, The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes, Ben-Hur, The Strange Love of Martha Ivers, King of Kings, and Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Then we have another collection conducted by Cliff Idleman, as the Blood and Thunder was, Romeo and Juliet. This is, as is implied, scores from Shakespeare adaptations for the screen, and performed by the Royal Scottish National Orchestra. Got Coriolanus, Henry V, Much Ado About Nothing, Romeo and Juliet, Richard III, Julius Caesar, Hamlet. So we've got Patrick Doyle, Sergei Prokofiev, the classic ballet version of Romeo and Juliet, Alex North, Nino Rota. That will be interesting. Here we have, this is the one and only sealed CD that I have, and it is the one that was $8. Stripes, the classic Bill Murray comedy, scored by Elmer Bernstein. So yeah, adding a few Elmer Bernstein scores to my collection. And here's another James Horner CD, Wind Talkers. That looks like an interesting movie. I might have to watch it at some point. So there's that one. And 3 more in this box. We have a Jerry Goldsmith score. Yes, this is, I believe, 2 Jerry Goldsmiths. Hollow Man. Yes, this was some kind of a thriller movie from the early 90s, I think. Kind of like a take on The Invisible Man, I think. And, the year 2000, actually. And then another Jerry Goldsmith, Matinee, a comedy starring John Goodman. So there's that one. And the final CD, pardon me. The final CD in this batch is the soundtrack, the song soundtrack from The Karate Kid. So there you go. Used to have this one a while ago, and it somehow disappeared from my collection. I don't know why, but yeah, there you go. So yep, a nice little generous selection of 37 CDs. Don't you love how those Varese Sarabande burgundy colored spines, a couple of them are a little sun bleached, just kind of look nice together, don't they? Anyway, well, that was a fun little unboxing. I'm looking forward to seeing what condition the CDs are in. They're almost always, the ones that I buy from him are almost always in excellent shape. A little concerned with the shape of some of the jewel cases, but anyway, that's another thing entirely. I'm just happy that I got, everything I ordered, because it was a big order, so glad to see he got it right. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Be sure to like it if you liked it. And before you go, drop me some feedback in the comment section. I'd love to know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon to catch my future videos, and hit my username to browse my old videos. Links to my socials and my favorite fellow YouTubers are in the description below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and remember, life's too short to be a music snob.